Hey, beautiful. How's it going? I'm obviously driving right now, so hopefully this is not a bad, dangerous idea, but I had something that I really wanted to share with you all because somebody commented in the group on one of these. By that, somebody commented in the group, and it was about the summit video that was posted today, and we talked a bit in the summit video about haters and how to, get rid of haters, and how to deflect that and how to navigate that. And they commented and they said, I'm afraid of haters. I fear the haters. I know that I shouldn't, but I am having a hard time. I'm having a hard time getting over that. And I realized that a lot of people have this issue. I used to have this issue a lot as well. And it's something that is really, we spend so much of our times just being concerned with what other people think about us, and where it's almost as if we're living our lives for somebody else and not for ourselves. So it's this really weird thing that we get into, and when you realize what's really happening, I feel like most of the time, people are not even worried about you. I have work with a lot of clients who are terrified of dancing. They come to me and they're afraid of dancing and moving their body, but they really want to go to the club with their friends. They really want to have a good time, and they really want to not feel silly. They want to not look silly, and they're really super hyper focused on what others think of them. They feel like everybody's watching them. And I'm going to tell you that sometimes, yes, some people might be watching you, but most of the time those people are too busy. They've got their own stuff going on. They are too wrapped up in the person that they're hitting on to be concerned with you and what you're doing. And I just like to use that as a metaphor, because I feel like that happens throughout our lives so much, as we feel like other people are judging us all of the time. And I want you to let go of that thought, because you're not always being judged. You are your own worst critic for sure. And so you can ask many successful people, and they will say that if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. Even the most famous of incredibly talented people have haters. And it's unfortunate that there are people in the world that want to spend their time hating on other people. It's sad, and it is sad, but they are missing something. They are sad themselves, and so they're putting that energy elsewhere into someone else. And I had a student who was really upset. She was doing her thing. She was feeling really good about where she was at in life and everything that she was doing. She was really rocking it. She was getting into modeling. I talked a bit about this in the summit interview that was posted earlier today as well, if you want to go check it out. But she was really concerned. She was having a great time. She said, I was living my life. I was feeling really good. And then somebody commented on one of her photos and said something really mean. And that was all it took to just completely knock her down, to just completely stifle what she was doing, the fun that she was having. And she was crushed. And so essentially what she did was she stopped doing the thing that she loved. She stopped that. She let someone else's opinion, who she didn't even know, by the way. She had never met this person. They were like on the other side of the world. She let their opinion get to her, so much so that not only did she stop doing what she loved, but she completely shut down her social media accounts. And I just realized that it is very easy to be impressionable and to take what other people say into account. But I'm here to tell you that you're living your life for yourself. You're not living your life for anyone else. And if you spend your days trying to make everybody happy and worrying about what everybody else thinks, then you're going to miss the boat. You're going to miss the bus. You're going to miss being in the present moment and making yourself happy. So I want to remind you that. And when I was younger, I used to care a lot. I was really shy. I cared a lot what other people thought. It was a real big part of my, just the way that I was and the way that I felt. And I gradually began to realize, okay, this isn't that fun, and it feels not that fulfilling. So when I started to just kind of not even look at other people when I was doing my thing, that helped. First of all, like when I was dancing, I found that I would look at other people and I would look to see what their reaction was. So I was kind of, looking out for it. So when I stopped doing that, things automatically got better. Things automatically, it was like, okay, I'm more focused on myself already. And the other thing is that when we focus on what other people think, we have a tendency to put their values and their interest first, and we stop thinking about ourselves. So anytime you are questioning yourself or your awesomeness or what you're doing, the art that you're creating or who you're being or how you're being or any of those things, as long as it's in integrity with who you are as a person and it feels good for you, then fucking do it. Like, go for it. You are absolutely crushing it. And when it comes to those times, I want you to really just focus on yourself. And I promise you that it does take time. You're not immediately going to wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, great, I don't care what anybody else thinks. But it is something that you can work at. And just like anything, it's a practice, but it will get better. And I'm not saying to not worry about what other people think in a mean way. I don't want you to be rude to other people or anything like that. Of course, none of you would. But I'm just saying that I want you to live your best life. And I know that's what you want for yourself. And in order for that to happen, you need to focus more on what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what inspires you, what lights you up, rather than what lights this stranger up. What about this person walking by who I don't even know, right? So I want you to really bring it back to yourself. And in any moments, if you're having any sort of doubt in yourself and you're feeling, you're questioning your abilities, you're questioning where you're at, anything like that, I want you to remind yourself of all of the awesome things that you've done. I want you to, I actually invite you to do this. Create a little note on your phone and start a little list. Start a badass list of all of the badass things that you have done, all of the badass experiences that you've had, all of the cool things. I want you to write all of these things down so in moments of weakness, you can refer back to this and you can really look at that and you can remind yourself, because in the moments of looking at what everybody else around us is thinking, we are not remembering those things. We're not remembering how awesome we are. We're not remembering the things we've done. We're placing that externally. So I'm going to ask you to bring it back in, bring it back to yourself, bring it back to you and your heart and your soul and your alignment, and really begin to let go of what other people think about you, okay? Because this is going to make your life so much more pleasurable. So you're going to have so much more joy. You will have more confidence to do the things that you want to do and to be who you are without fear, okay? So that's what it's about. It's about being you to the max, 100%, without letting anybody else's opinion get to you, okay? And that's what it's about. And once you do that, you're going to inspire so many other people to do the same thing. People are going to see you and they're going to be, whoa, crazy things happening in LA right now, guys. So that you're going to inspire other people to do the same thing. They're going to see you and they're going to go, wow, I love how incredible she is. And I love how loving and how she leads with her heart, and she's awesome and she's totally herself. I know you know somebody like that. You know somebody who you see them and you're like, yeah, I love that. I love how she is totally herself. She is just being her, and it's inspiring and it's really wonderful. So I invite you to do that, not only for yourself, but so that you can lead by example, so that you can be the person who other people are seeing and going, yeah, that, I want more of that. I love that and I want more of it. Okay? So that's all for now. We're just saying F those haters, okay? As a little lesson, I just wanted to touch on that. So do your work. Always bring it back to you and your badass self and your badass list and how awesome you are. And really focus on what you're doing, how it makes you feel, and lead with that, okay? I hope that this has been of service to you. And if you have any questions or you want to add to this and let me know how you say F those haters, go ahead and drop a comment below. I'm just on my way to get my hair did. It's been like a year, I think, and I really need it. So I'm very excited. Maybe I'll do a live on the way home so you guys can see my new hairdo. Anyways, hope you're having an awesome week, and I will chat with you soon. Bye, love.